Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, and this is the time we've been waiting on. We'll post the videos on lroutdoors.com. From left to right, it's me, Frank, Ron, Don, Rowdy, Miranda, and, of course, Betsy is working the camera back over there, but she is the main person. Greg is right here, too. This is it. Are y'all ready? It's time. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is that not cool?
Yeah.
Is that not cool? Yeah.
That last
I hope
one
it
was
sounded
big.
good on the radio.
Yeah, well, it sounded like. All right, I'm not going to tell you what it sounded like, but somebody needs some pills. All right, here we go. Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to finish up this segment. Way to go, Betsy Woods. Thank you very much. This thing is cold. Wow, this feels good. I think I'll take a nap for the rest of the show. All right, Betsy, thank you. Explain this, Betsy, before you take some pictures there. Explain what this is again for the people that may not have been here at the start of the show.
This is pretty much just raise awareness of National Safe Boating Week that is coming up. And it's a world record. We compete against everybody across the whole globe.
Yes.
Japan's very heavy in this, New Zealand, lots of other places. And just get people together. We register our event at readysetwearit.com, and we take our picture and we compete and we count. We send our little form in with everybody's name on it, and it's just part of the world record we're trying to set.
Now, how long have you been with the TWRA, Betsy?
Oh, about 20 years.
And how long have you been doing this as the boating person?
The boating person is about 16 years.
16 years.
Yes, sir.
And I know that this is important to you, isn't it?
It is. I'm very passionate about trying to save lives on the water. I'm
Well-
an avid boater all my life, and it's important.
And,
to
you
me.
know, I grew up when there wasn't any boating instructions at all.
Right.
Now, you can actually, we stress this, don't we?
We do. And it's actually required to have a license to drive a boat if you're born after January 1st, 1989.
See there? So you folks out there, this is pretty cool. Don King is over here. Ron is taking pictures of himself so we can identify that Ron is on the left. Of course, there's only 4 Wongs in the world. So, he'll send this out to all the Wongs. That means we'll get 18 million hits because all of his relatives all over the world will be watching this. Frank, this is cool, isn't it?
I remember it from last year.
Well, you were looking forward to it.
You put it on the commercial appeal, and I started getting phone calls from folks.
Well, we're going to
I
put
actually got a phone call from the Coast Guard thanking us for promoting safe boating activities.
Well, that's what we're going to do because this is important. Greg Ratliff, how many life jackets have you worn in your life, Greg? 3. So, see, that's really important for him. And what kind of life jacket did you grow up with, Ron? I remember
the old wrap it around your head type.
K-Pop.
What was it called?
That's right.
K-Pop.
The K-Puck.
Yeah. That's
never been used on the radio.
And
before.
everybody that's listening to me on Outdoors with
you
Larry
stress
Ray,
it, don't you? Yeah.
Practice good water safety, and one of the things that I require is that when my outboard engine is running,
yes,
you will have your life jacket on,
or you will not be in his boat.
That's right.
That's right, isn't it? Yeah. And so now, Rowdy, get up there. Come on, one of you two, Rowdy and Miranda, get over there. Rowdy's from.
I'm from Jackson,
Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
There's more than one Jackson, okay. And Miranda's from Lebanon. There's more than one Lebanon, and everything. Boating safety. It starts with you. How old are you, Rowdy?
I'm 20.
All right, Miranda.
21.
All right. You need to learn how to use boating safety, right?
Yes, sir.
How important is that when you're bass fishing?
Very.
So you guys fish out of what kind of boat?
We have a 90s model Ranger.
With how much horsepower?
175.
175. It's Miranda's boat.
Well,
I know it
technically
would
it's
be
my dad's.
250. It was in his boat, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the speed of boats is so important, particularly at takeoff time, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, because you've had what's the worst weather you've ever fished in?
Oh, goodness. It was actually a club tournament last fall around New Johnsonville, Kentucky Lake, and we actually kind of got water in the boat. We were coming off of a wave, and it went straight over our heads, but we didn't lose anything. We were both safe, but that's the choppiest I've ever seen that lake. And
It can get choppy.
Yes.
oh, yeah.
I mean, real foot can get choppy. I mean, I've been on real foot, very choppy when it comes down to the smaller lakes can do that, right, Ron?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank y'all for being with us, and we're going to kind of
I
close
want to
out.
wish them all the best,
Oh,
too,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, we know that. And now I'm going to have to do equal time to another school in West Tennessee. Huh? Yeah, we're going to finish out a little Don King music here. We got 7 minutes left on the show. I'm just going to keep this on for a while. You know, this is most comfortable. I could have this in my recliner. You know, it's back and.
A CO2 cylinder. That's why it's so cold.
Is that why it's so cold? Okay. I don't even know how to get it off. I think I'll drive home with mine on. Where's my button here? Don King?
Yes, sir.
I know you guys. Did you bring any CDs for us, Don?
You know, I didn't bring any, but
I knew he
I've
wouldn't.
got some.
I knew he wouldn't. Yeah, you got some where?
I got some being ready to ship. To
Oh,
you.
yeah, I've heard that here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, seriously.
What we
that-
got here, Don? Let's play some music here.
Well, let's
As
just
I try to get this thing off.
let's just do just for old time's sake a little bit of this one. Speaking of theme songs, those old long dog days of summer, they're getting shorter all the time. That first cold, clear morning stirs those restless feelings deep inside. You know you've got the fever, it's that time of year again. With the changing leaves and the wood smoke in the wind. It's Tennessee's wild side that makes you wanna go. Find a natural way of living, waiting just outside your door. Every day's a new adventure, and it's right before your eyes. Spend a little time on Tennessee's wild side. All right, Larry. A little bit of that one just as a reprise.
Oh, that's a
Just,
good one. I like that one. I've heard that before.
Yeah,
yeah. Where's that come from? I
That
can't
was
remember.
Tennessee's wild side, still on the air.
Still on the air.
Our agency has been involved with that show since the very, very beginning, and still you'll see our people appearing on that show as it airs on public TV. But we are involved with a new television show now.
Yes.
Tennessee Uncharted.
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah.
you can take a look at that on WKNO here locally on Saturdays at 3:30 in the afternoon,
Yes.
or 7 o'clock Sunday or Saturday afternoons, Saturday evenings, excuse me, on WKNO on the digital channel.
And that's called
That's Tennessee Uncharted.
Tennessee Uncharted. Now, we did mention that you do have a group that travels.
Yeah.
What's the name? Tell us a little bit about your group.
Yeah, that's the Road Crew. We one of the guys that plays in the band is he's our drummer. He's the one of the guys that does a lot of video work for the agency, and he started out as an intern. As we've got
And his name?
Jason Harmon.
Yeah, I've met Jason. All right.
Yeah, his degree was in audio production, so he came on board as an audio guy to help us do the radio PSAs that we're kind of famous for there at the agency. And so anyway, we transitioned him from that, along with the audio side, to get involved in the video. So he works closely with Doug Markham now as the co-host of the new Tennessee Wildcast podcast that we talked about earlier.
But the road crew is on the road.
Yeah.
How many gigs are y'all doing?
We end up doing about one a month, maybe
one a month. Okay,
couple of months, and we're looking forward. Hopefully, we'll get to go out to California this year and do a festival related to Route 66. The international festival will be there this year, so we're looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll get booked. It looks like we are things are lining up for that, but traditionally we do at least one, maybe a couple of festivals along Route 66 sometime during the summer. So
your the career, a lot of people don't realize that Don was a songwriter, wrote some Reba McEntire.
Yeah, that's right.
And kind of, we could spend a whole show, I wish we could, with Don, and we might do it by phone sometime, talk about how in the world did he ever get here from Nebraska, right?
Well, if it weren't for music, I probably wouldn't have made my way to Tennessee.
But your dad is in music. I mean, was in music and taught you, and your sister. I mean, your daughter.
Yep.
Of course, Katie. Right?
Yep. Katie. She works at Fox 17 in Nashville right now, but we're booked to do a little duo thing coming up at the War Trace Music Fest here on June 4th.
Really? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I know a lot of folks want to hear some music, and we've heard that sound that Betsy brought with us. It sounds like the rushing winds coming through here. There's a lot of hot air in this room right now. So how about a little music here as we got about a couple of minutes left, and let me tell you what's on next week's show before Don closes out real quickly. Ron will be back in. I guess he will. It's fourth Saturday. Ron, you coming back next week. And Bill Cooksey will be here as our co-host. And we're going to talk. Are we going to talk to Omori? We're working on that. Looks like for next week's show.
Talk to Takahiro Omori on the show. The winner of the BASS Elite Tournament on Wheeler Lake.
Yes, and so Ron will be our interpreter with Amori next week. And then, of course, Mark Sexton of Berkeley will be on with us next week to talk about.
That's going to be cool.
The new Berkeley book. And then also we're going to talk to Ott Defoe and Mark Fisher. A lot of fishing.
Absolutely.
On next week's show. So let's close it out. This is Larry Ray reminding you, does it cost an extra cent to be a good sport? And God bless the USA. And thank you, Frank Barton, for being with us. Thank you for being one of our show sponsors. And
always enjoy doing it, especially this show when Don's here, one of your other show sponsors.
Yes, it is, the TWRA. Now, of course, we've got the Sportsman Warehouse in South Haven, and, of course, our good friends at Gaston's Resort. But, Betsy, thank you for being here. Rowdy, Miranda, did you have fun? Yes, sir. It was really tough, wasn't it? This is a tough life to do. And Greg Ratliff puts it all together. It'll all be on lroutdoors.com. Hopefully this afternoon, Guy Trebo, our show webmaster, will be doing it. So, Don King, take it out of here, Don.
All right, Larry.
I love it.
Thanks again for the invite. You mentioned Reba. Well, some come for the music, some for romance. You gotta be with a girl that you brought to the dance. When from across the room comes a casual glance, and you be making some time, giving half a chance. Well, some like to look and some like to touch, all the things that they can't have way too much. Some like to get real close to the flame. Once near the heat, you know they're never the same. Ah, why do we want what we know we can't have?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we want what's in the palm of our hands? Why are we always looking? Why is it, Larry?
I look all the
out
time.
Of our grasp.
I'm a looker.
Oh, why do we want what we know we can't have?
Don King. Thank you, Don King.
You
Let's
betcha.
close it on out here. Nice and easy. See all y'all next week.